Good morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Markets a little bit lower overnight. There's a pause in the rally that we've recently seen as we look ahead at the three-day holiday weekend. We also note that a lot of emphasis today and tomorrow on the U.S. stock market with bank earnings coming out. U.S. dollar continues to trade higher. Crude oil is at 101, but kind of running into a little bit of resistance as the IEA lowered their demand estimate for crude oil in 2022 due to the China COVID lockdown. That has kind of a rippling effect and could reduce some of their commodity import demand. So seeing a little bit of long liquidation today in that. In the individual markets, soybean market is still trying to figure out if there's going to be any more increased demand of beans and offer support to nearby with the market near $17. We need that demand to push over that $17 level. Soybean oil is gaining more of the crush value as we note that lower Black Sea veg oil exports is increasing India's amount of palm oil that they are importing. So that's offering some support to world vegetable oil markets as the Matif rapeseed oil makes new highs. I think that we'll be watching in the wheat market Southern Plains weather. The U.S. Weather map is turning colder with rains across the eastern part of the Midwest and blizzards up in North Dakota and Minnesota. The 14-day map does show a pretty good rain event moving across, let's say, 2/3 of the Southern Plains. Our guy feels that once we get there, the rains won't be as strong as expected. There will be rains in central Kansas and Oklahoma, but further to the west, there may not be as much rain. He still contends that the spring will be drier and warmer than normal across the Southern Plains. We also note that Matif wheat futures made new crop highs, and that's because of Putin's comments regarding to the fact that peace talks are at a dead end, and that raises concern about Ukraine's crop production. Also raises concern about exports, even though Russia is offering wheat for export. Egypt tender, though, was for initially Europe only, which rallied the Matif futures, but now they've added back Russia, but it may be difficult from a line of credit perspective to do Russian at this time. And in the corn market, a lot of things friendly with domestic demand for livestock up, with administration talking about E15, although it may only add 25 million bushels to the crush. But more importantly, dropping Ukraine exports could increase demand for U.S. corn exports. South American weather, central Brazil, Argentina turning dry. I'm not sure if that has any impact on the final crop sizes down there. Outside markets, dollars higher. And we'll just kind of see how that impacts as we go down the road talking more and more about inflation. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day. And remember, always treat people like you yourself would like to be treated.